Yeah, it's like who treats the doctor, right? Doctor treats everyone who treats the doctor. See, like I'll come back to what Anupal was saying as well. Like there is a difference in between recognizing and knowing. The leaders are drivers, influencers in any organization. So they are supposed to be a drive. They're supposed to drive the organization. They're supposed to influence the organization. They are supposed to take care of the people. Like Rishma was saying, that there is a garden and the garden needs to be maintained, and it's leaders' responsibility to do that. So at times what happens, what I've seen in my practice, that leaders struggle with this subconscious bias towards themselves when it comes to seeking support and acceptance, that and they distract themselves, that a lot of problems I have to solve, I have this, I have that is burning, this is burning, and then they think that if they are able to solve others problem, uh, they are good enough, they are good, they do not need therapy, they do not need assistance. So this is a subconscious bias that they struggle with, and that's why I'm saying it's subconscious, because if consciously they are aware of it, and they identify it, they accept it, they will go for it. Because if you have to go to EAP, nobody knows, it's a confidentiality thing, it goes confidential, but it's a subconscious bias. They think that I'm looking after these many people, what's going to happen to me? Okay, so this is something that's in general happening. Or I'm too busy to deal with other people's problem, that I can't look after myself, I don't have time for myself, and then whatever time is left, then I have to spend with my family because I have responsibility over there. So it's basically maintaining that balance, maintaining that integration. You ask leaders, and I have asked one leader once in a session, and you wouldn't believe what I got out, because I said, okay, work life, and he was saying that there's too much work, there's too much responsibility, and I said, what do you mean? Like, and you're coping all right? And he said, I'm absolutely coping wonderfully, because in the morning I do this, da 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 da. In the evening when I go home, I do this, da 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 da. And then I said that, what do you do for yourself? And no response. So there's no time. They're not making themselves time for themselves, for their own self, and forgetting that when the plane, when we go on the plane, the first thing is, when there is a problem, you put mask on yourself. And that's the main reason that they lose track as well when it comes to well-being in the organization. So I think it's basically being conscious about your own self, your own needs, your own requirements, understanding yourself as a human being as well as a leader of an organization, understanding the responsibility of your responsibility towards yourself, uh, as well as the responsibility that you have towards others. And when they don't do it because they're too busy to do it, it goes unnoticed, and they don't seek help. So yeah, that's what I think.
Thank you for that, Dr. Rashmi. Just in everybody else's experiences, including you, Dr. Rashmi, are there frequent events or episodes where leaders actually approach you to say that yes, I also need support on emotional wellness, or it's a very very uncommon or a very sporadic event where you'll actually find a leader walking in and saying, hey, you know what, I really really don't feel in the right emotional space at this point of time. While I know employees at various levels go to their leaders, but do leaders approach CHROs? Do they approach their own HR heads to say, I also need support? Has that been a common experience that practice exists, or it's very very seldom?
See, these days, both two things are there that I'll answer. One, when we talk about EAP employee assistance, leaders do not have to tell anyone. They are just like any other employee when they need help. So nobody has to know. They don't have to contact HR to get help. Not as any other employee as well. But to answer your question, do leaders come up till senior managers? It's very common to come and seek help. But above that, when it comes to director level, it's not that common. they do not come, and they do come only, like for example, I do go in some organizations for mental health awareness sessions, and the behavior management and all those sessions. So when I get acquainted to some of the leaders, those leaders who know me, they approach through the same channel, but they approach. So I don't know, this is the resistance they feel. I don't know what it is, but they usually do not come. The director level we don't see often.